going on here today?
Good. Welcome to the Day Kitchen at the Co-op.
All right.
And today we are going to be making Mexican Bunuelos.
All right.
It's a sweet treat. You can have for dessert, breakfast, brunch, something with tea. It's going to taste really, really good. It's a fried dough that's rolled in cinnamon and sugar. But we're also going to try it with a little bit of maple syrup.
Goodness gracious.
And honey, or honey, and powdered sugar. I've got powdered sugar as well. So you can do different things with it. You can also use preserves and mix preserves into it. So we might grab some of that off the shelf.
So maybe all of that stuff is right here in the co-op, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You see the bags. Whenever you see a bag, it's because I've been shopping in bulk.
Yeah. Okay.
I love bulk.
All right. Here we go.
So
now,
the first thing, yes.
What are we going to do now?
I'm going to get the topping ready. What I'm going to roll these fried doughs in when we're all done. So I've got my tablespoon out.
Right.
And
That's a pretty tablespoon.
They're nice colors to color
I like
thing. I'm going to put 3 tablespoons of sugar into a low bowl. Something I can get into.
Right.
Okay. Put that to the side. And then I'm going to put a teaspoon of cinnamon in there.
That'll spice it up.
It tastes real nice. And I'm just going to mix that up nicely. So we have you ever had cinnamon toast?
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
Well, this is basically what you put on cinnamon toast, right? So we're just going to put it.
I put a lot of butter, and you could buy the cinnamon and the sugar and put them on separately, or you could buy it in a shaker that was cinnamon and sugar.
You could.
And it's one of my favorites. And raisin toast too.
Ah, we sell some great cranberry toast here.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the topping, the standard topping.
Right.
We're going to try it with a couple different things. We're going to use powdered sugar. Okay, so I'm going to put that right there. We're going to do a couple of things, but in the meantime, I'm going to start the dough. For the dough, I'm going to get myself a bowl.
I'm going to stop. Plugging something in here. It looks like a mixer. Checking to see if the hot plate and the pan
it's cold. I want to make sure it's
cold.
off.
All right.
All right, so what we're going to do in the bowl here is we're going to mix some stuff together.
All right.
According to our recipe, we're going to start with, I'm going to use gluten-free flour. You can use all-purpose flour.
All right.
But gluten-free,
yeah, because some people come up and ask. Yeah.
Right,
all right.
wheat flour would be the...
so this is gluten-free?
Gluten-free all-purpose flour.
Okay.
And I'm going to use 1.5 cups of this flour. Here's a cup. With my mixer here. It's not going to work, is it? And my half. I'm going to put a half. So I have 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, or in my case today, gluten-free flour. Baking powder.
Yeah.
This you can't buy in bulk. You have to buy it in a
container.
a container.
I'll mix it rise, okay.
Yeah, it'll make it poof up when it goes into the...
Right.
We're going to use a teaspoon. I like this particular brand. It's a non-GMO product. And it's got this really nice little metal
Oh yeah,
piece that goes across, so you can make it nice and smooth.
Take it like just exactly what you want.
Right. So we're going to put that in there. Put that back away. Okay. And then we are going to add, we're going to sift it. So I'm going to get this nice and baking powder all mixed into that flour. Okay.
Bowl, this yellow stuff. This is
I've
butter?
got butter.
Liquid
it
butter?
It should be softened butter. Mine was a little hard, so I put
Right.
it in the oven for a couple minutes.
And what are you putting in there now?
3 tablespoons of sugar.
All right.
Okay?
Just
And
mix that up and pass it over here. I would like that.
We're going to cream that. Okay?
So what do you put something else in and then mix it? Or are you going to mix it now?
We're actually going to put the mixer in there and cream it. We want it to be one unit. not butter and sugar. We just want a creamy mixture.
Do you have a straw?
Yeah. If you were using soft butter instead of the melted that I did, you do it until it was creamy. All right?
All right.
So from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an egg. I need a different way of holding that.
Well, it's nice to see you got new blades for the mixer. You were like struggling before with the
With a single blade?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so we've got an egg in there. We're going to add milk. Got a problem.
You need a bigger
something
counter.
to stick this in. Because it doesn't stay.
Should get a hanger.
What the hell?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I say.
Anyway, open our
All
milk
right, we're
up.
going to get the milk. Just opening it up, fresh milk. Here we go.
Yep. We need a 1/4 cup of milk. So we're going to add some milk. And as we move along here, you want to keep beating it and keeping it smooth.
Right.
And then nice creamy yellow between the butter and the egg yolk.
So this is going to be part of the batter?
Yeah, yep.
All right.
The next thing we're going to do is, we did our cream, our sugar, and our butter, our egg, our milk, and now we're going to add the masa harina. Now, the masa harina is a flour of sorts, and it's going to thicken this up. So let's get our masa harina out.
All right. Well, come over and look. That's all right.
You can kind of smell, you can smell the corn, so try smelling that.
All right, let me put this down.
Smell the corn?
Oh yeah, it's.
You can't really smell the
Oh
lime.
yeah, no, it smells like the farm, like where you.
Yeah, it smells like we're at the farm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hat.
Now we're starting to get a what?
We're starting to see it get thick.
Oh yeah, okay.
Once it's all
Let
nice
it go.
and smooth. All right. Maybe if I do that. Now I'm going to come back to my original, my flour and my baking powder.
Right.
And I'm going to sift this. One of the things about flour is that it really does mix when you're baking or cooking with it. It really does mix better.
Yeah, you don't get lumps, I guess.
You won't get the lumps. When I'm thickening a stew or a soup and I add a little flour, I always want to make sure I use the sift. Is with macaron and gluten
All right,
flour.
Lizzie, what do you think about what did you call, what is this she's making?
Bunuelos, my mom.
Breakfast.
All right,
Hi, Susan.
in Colombia.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
She's making buñuelos.
With gluten-free flour and masa harina.
Ah.
So that we have more people can eat it. How's that?
Well, she's not leaving anything out for anybody. She's giving it all to me.
Now, if you're watching this, you'll see that it's getting to be like a crumbly dough.
Yeah.
I want to get
Is
it.
that good or bad?
That's a good thing because we're
Right.
going to make little bowls out of this.
All right.
So what I've done is, while we were doing that, your camera was resting.
Right.
I've turned the
You got some oil in the
top in
pan?
there. I'm using sunflower oil.
All right.
You can use canola oil. I don't like canola oil. Just
Right.
don't use olive oil.
All right.
Use sunflower oil, peanut oil, a light oil. Or if you like canola oil, you can use canola oil. I just don't care for it.
Doesn't it
Go
look
ahead.
well?
I don't know.
He was like made very bizarre movies. So this is a sweet, whatever.
It's
this
a
is.
sweet Mexican treat with masa
Nice.
harina. I'm also using gluten-free flour so more people can try it today. But it is, Whereas it's vegetarian, it's not vegan. We're using butter.
Yeah, I'm not a vegan. It's just that I'm trying not to eat a lot of fried food, so it's probably would not be very good for me. Thank you.
Okay, so after getting it all mixed, I've got a nice dough formed.
Yeah.
And what we're gonna do?
You're gonna throw that chunk right in the pan. Right?
Yeah. I want to see it. I'm gonna throw something in the pan to see how
Yeah,
hot
always-
my oil is.
See what happens. It's gotta like sizzle.
I see that one sizzling. Okay,
All right.
so that's a good thing. So let me make up some balls. We're gonna actually make what we looks like meatballs,
All right.
like 1.5 inch, 1 inch, 1.5 inch. And put that dough together.
All right.
Now, we're gonna do the basic buñuelos. And then roll it in the cinnamon and try it with some different things. But one of the things you can do at this stage is, like I said, mix some preserves into it.
Yeah. Okay.
You can make it any way you want. You can flatten it or leave it a ball. I'm going to flatten it a little bit because I think it's going to cook just a little bit quicker
yeah,
for the demo
exactly.
purposes. So make that little meatball. I'm going to flatten it. So let me get a couple ready.
All right. I'm gonna stop. You gave me a taste of the dough.
Some raw
Dough, and it's pretty good. I mean, it's still rolling around on my tongue, and it tastes very, very
It's
good.
buttery.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, so here
Anything
we
with
go.
butter in it is good for me.
It's got to be good. Okay, so I've got
All
my
right,
little
so-
1.5 inch meatballs that I've sort of flattened,
Right.
and I'm just going to pop them in the hot oil.
we
Keep
go.
close. You might want to use a spoon to drop them in to keep away from the oil. That's probably a good safety measure.
That's a good idea.
Okay? So we're going to put them in there. And what we want the oil to do to these is to brown them. Brown them all the way around. We're making buñuelos. It's a sweet Mexican masa harina dish. It's like a breakfast or a snack or a dessert.
here.
Here's our recipe. Now I see as I start to turn these over, this is hot oil. You see that little bit of browning that's going on? So I'm just going to keep
If
rolling
you come
these
back, you
around.
get free samples.
Ah,
And if you don't come back, I get the free sample.
that's right. So I'm just going to keep turning these. Can you smell it?
Why? No, but why?
You'll start
Why do
smelling
you
it soon.
keep turning it? Why don't you just leave them till they get?
I don't want them to burn.
All right.
I'm not. I'm just turning them all at once.
All right.
I'm going to give them a couple. It usually takes about 5.
Raspberries here because you're going to use them a little while. You gave me a taste. They're so good. All right, that's all I wanted to say. Now,
We're gonna try.
what are we doing now?
I'm using tongs. Tongs is a good way to be flipping them too. And I'm going to put them on a plate that's got some paper toweling to absorb the excess oil.
All right. Actually, I like it to drip down the side of my chin when I'm eating it.
Well, we want them to be a little drier, but we still want to be able to roll them in that cinnamon. Okay?
Well, now I can smell it. They smell really good.
It's fried dough.
Yeah, they smell really good. I just
Okay.
got a whiff.
We will try the jam or the spread. Get that out of here. But what we're going to do first is we're going to go with the cinnamon sugar. Are you ready to try one?
You're just going to put it in there
I'm going to keep
and
rolling
flip it around.
I'm going to roll it.
Goodness gracious.
Roll it. Roll it until it's all covered with cinnamon.
Okay, what are we eating?
Buñuelos.
Oh, Bunuelos.
Buñuelos.
See,
Everybody can say it.
everybody
but me.
knows it.
You just have to see, when you see that N with the tilde, it's like an NW.
Or somebody else said.
All right, John, just backing up a second. You just had a taste of that stuff.
Yeah, I did.
What did you think?
I think it's great. I think the one thing that Donna does really well with all her cooking is that she does not oversalt or oversweeten things. It allows
Okay.
you to finish it really well.
Yeah.
I think she has some nice toppers like the raspberry and the cinnamon and sugar. And so for me, that's really allows it to play to a lot of different
Yeah.
people. It's
Would you like
great.
to try some
Really
Perfect.
nice.
All right.
Buñuelos?
I had to get you in here.
Fried dough.
You're the boss. All right.
Okay, so we got hot, 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 hot. Very hot. Be
I've
careful.
been hanging out here, so whatever I get, I'm happy.
Try one, Jerry.
Bueno.
Is it good?
Yeah, delicious. Thank you.
I think I have to try one too because I've never actually had it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Is it good? All right.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna try one.
That's very good. And the
Oh,
butter,
it's fried dough.
the butter really stands out.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So let me get these
I
into
love
their
that.
sugar. This first batch is going to be with cinnamon sugar.
And I'm gonna stop. That's so good. And I want to check something on here before we go any further to make sure it's doing what it's supposed to be doing.
Oh, yeah? Oh, really? Yeah. I try to use the gluten-free when I'm doing demos so that more people can try it. So the corn flour is they're fried. They're fried in sunflower oil.
So who are you? You're from the cheese department, right?
She's my cheese lady.
Right now I'm just a customer.
She's my lady.
All right.
Yes, I am from
Well,
the
you
cheese
came over
department.
here to have some fun, right?
I came here to get inspired to cut some more cheese.
We're gonna do
Taste
that
the
cheese
corn.
cutting. Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you.
I should use some cheese and
Mascarpone or is it creme fraiche on there? That's a great idea because that
Hey,
could use
Bunuelos,
something
here's the
really
recipe.
creamy
This is what we're doing today.
like I mean
Jerry, do you want to try it with something else?
Well, what's that raspberry stuff? I want to
You want
try
the little
that.
raspberry on
Yeah.
that one? The next one? Okay, here we go. Bunuelos. Here's the recipe. Try one.
Donna, you're never gonna learn to say that word
I
correctly.
can't.
I know.
Bunuelos.
Your
I'm
mouth,
from Jersey, okay?
your mouth doesn't work
We
that way.
always say certain things.
Children learn how to say words when they're 9 years old. After that, it's all over.
See this?
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna.
More of a savory taste.
Oh, I've only had it in like Italian sausage. They put it in
Okay,
there.
yes. Yes.
To
good
give it,
stuff.
if you don't have fennel in Italian sausage, it doesn't.
And cardamom.
Yeah, well, I don't know what that is.
It's kind of a sweet floral, but it gives you a little more of a savory with some salt
All right.
than what we're looking at here. So let's get this one. Oops, got a little bit of burn going on there. Get this one all cooked up.
So how does that taste? Is it good? Yeah.
Bunuelo. The recipe's there. You can take it with you. We're using gluten-free flour. Okay, this is going to be really hot.
All right.
We'll put some powdered sugar on
Yeah,
it.
that's not a problem.
Okay. And yeah, I like the powdered sugar. It reminds me of going to the county fair. Okay. Okay. let
No,
me-
you don't have. I like it when it runs down my cheek.
I believe that, Jerry.
I had some
Okay.
fried.
Turn this down a little bit. Try that.
All right, I'm gonna turn it off while I do that.
We are featuring masa harina this month at the store. It's available in the bulk section. It's a corn flour that's made with lime. And
Just want to get your impressions. That's all.
is it going to be a little hot?
Well, you're not gonna print these, are you?
These are for
I'll
Brattleboro
take you
TV.
out. Don't worry. If you don't want to be in, I'll
No,
take
I
you
don't
out.
want to be in there, no.
Right.
Try that out.
I'm sorry, I don't want to be in there. Okay, this sounds good though.
Yeah, it is. It's really easy. The masa harina is right in the center aisle in bulk, near the polenta.
Okay.
It's very inexpensive.
You're making
There's
something
gonna
a
be
little different
little
here, right?
pinch of Himalayan sea salt
All right. Yeah, I remember you used that before.
and a pinch
yeah, it would be down
of cardamom.
What is it? Show me the
Cardamom.
label.
Well, it's my label. Bulk sells it. Cardamom.
All right.
It's a mouth-watering herb.
And you're
stick it
gonna
in
put
there?
fennel in it too, no?
Let's do this one first.
All right.
I'm gonna put a little more salt on that thing.
Well, this stuff's. All right, I'll wait for that to come out.
Then it only takes-
Giving me enough food this afternoon. I won't have to eat for 3 days now.
That's not true.
Well, anyhow, it's close to it, and it's all been very good. And I want to thank you, and you did another great job here. And I'm going to be taking off, and it's good to see you. So
Well, it's
bye-bye.
always good to have you come down and eat at the co-op.
All right, take care. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right.